When you look at sales and how selling is evolving, and when I talk about selling, I'm talking about the conversation between a buyer and a seller. There are two things that are happening. One, inside your own company, there's a lot of change and complexity that's happening. But also, if you think about it from your customer's point of view or the buyer's point of view, there's a lot of change and complexity there too. And salespeople, no matter where they are, whether they're in business to business or business to, to consumer selling or even resellers, they have to kind of be in both worlds. Their own world, dealing with new products, new processes, new strategies, and then the customer's world. They want higher expectations now. They've got a lot more demands that they want from their company that would be more valuable to them, whether it's better loyalty programs on the retail side, or as a CIO that's buying something like a technology platform, they want to understand the role that the company plays. So the salesperson has to communicate value in a lot more specific ways at a higher altitude level. And that creates a real challenge for salespeople. And I think from our point of view, there are really four key factors that really get to the heart of this issue. This issue is sales productivity. If salespeople have to have conversations, they have to be better at it. The challenge becomes, how do we get that system, that conversational system, if you will, to work more quickly, more effectively, more efficiently. And when you look at the four key things that we want to talk about here and frame out, those four issues become really important to increasing productivity. The first is, increasing the right type of ramp-up time, actually decreasing that ramp-up time, and making sure that individuals get onboarded quickly so that they're more productive in the sales team more quickly. And that could be, time to first sale or, time to quota attainment in the B2B space. So what is ramp-up time, and how do you increase that? So that's one key area. The second area is obviously making sure you have the right salespeople and the right customer-facing employees in the right jobs. And so what is the actual definition of that salesperson? And if business strategies are changing, the role of sellers needs to change. So in essence, what's the future state role of a salesperson or a customer service employee? So defining those roles correctly is the second thing that will increase productivity. The third piece I think that's important, that's often overlooked, is how, if we're driving towards a future state and we want our salespeople and our customer-facing employees to have these different types of conversations, how do we reinforce that? And oftentimes that comes down to the frontline management team to say, we need to reinforce these behaviors. We need to make sure that these future state behaviors are anchored the right way. And that's a conversation, a mentoring, dialogue with the manager. So that's the third piece, is the reinforcement of those behaviors over time. The fourth piece, I think, that's critically important, and it goes to the system issue, it's how do we help salespeople or customer-facing employees really realize the benefit, the tangible benefit of the tools and the technology that's at their disposal. Oftentimes there's a fabric, if you will, of technology and tools that employees can leverage, but it's not instrumented against the sales conversation, so it becomes a jumbled mess of technology or tools. And I think helping them realize the benefit of those things is the fourth key area that will increase productivity. So those four areas of making sure you have the right people that are ramped up quickly, making sure you're reinforcing the right behaviors, that's the second and the third, and then obviously realizing the benefit of that tool and technology component inside your company is critically important. And all of that equals productivity, because the salespeople or the customer-facing clerks that are in your stores can have more compelling conversations with their customers. And that's what really, what it's all about.